Oh, hey gang, how you doing? Jonathan here for Tailhunter Sportfishing, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report, coming to you from La Paz, Baja, Mexico, and covering all of the fishing action for our Tailhunter Sportfishing fleet for the dates of the 11th of October through the 18th of October 2023. Had to think about that. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Thanks for spending time with us, and please do us a favor. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let's talk about what's been going on. Got a full moon going on right now. It's early morning here in La Paz, a little on the chilly side, and that's got to tell you about the season that we're having right now. You know, fishing has been pretty good the last month or so after a really erratic year. I mean, up and down and sideways. It's been very, very unpredictable. But the last, I'd say 3.5 weeks or so, a little more seasonable. The Dorado have been very, very good to us. The waters have cleared up, have been blue. This is what we've been waiting for all season. And, well, that's the way it's been the last couple of weeks. We're right about the end of the season, though. I got to tell you, like I said, it's a little bit chilly right now. I'm going to say it's probably about, I know you're going to laugh, it's probably 71 degrees. And even the clients this morning that we put out on the boats were saying, gosh, they wish they had brought a sweatshirt because it was breezy. The breeze is going to get a little stronger. And I laughed at them and I said, you know, in about 2 or 3 hours, you're going to wish the breeze was blowing because it is still going to get hot. I think we're going to reach about 90, 93 degrees today. But overall, you can tell that the seasons are changing. The waters are changing a little bit. The northern winds that start blowing in the winter, that about this time actually, they blow through the winter, they're starting to pick up. In fact, this week I'm noticing that we're going to have some 15 to 20 mile an hour northern winds, and this signals pretty much the end of the season. We consider about late April until mid or late October to be our prime fishing season. That's when we have the best conditions. That's when we have the most variety of fish. From about the end of October until April or so, that's when the northern winds blow, and it gets to be very, very tough to fish. In fact, really not that many people out on the water. It affects not only the fishing, but the scuba diving, the snorkeling, all of the water-based activities except one. There's a reason why all of the windsurfers and kiteboarders from all of the world descend onto the La Paz area. It's because, well, we have world-class winds, and I know it's a great time to be down here. All the snowbirds come down during our quote-unquote off-season winter time because, well, the sun's out. It certainly beats being in, I don't know, Montana or Alaska or Canada or New York. You know, the sun's out. It's going to still be 75, 80 degrees during the day. But if you're going to be on the water, you want to take a look at the extended forecast, because if the winds are blowing, you've got about, and I tell folks this all the time, you've got about a 50 to 70% chance of getting blown off the water or canceled completely. Some days, the winds are so strong out of the north that the port captain, he's going to shut down the port completely. That means no boat traffic, no boats coming in, no boats going out. None of our fishing boats can leave the marina even, and you stand that chance if you come in during those times of the year. So you can tell it's changing. Like I said, it's cooler. The waters are changing a little bit, but overall, we've had some pretty good fishing. This past week, you know, the Dorado, still our bread and butter fish. We've been waiting for them all summer. We've been waiting for them all year. Well, they've been pretty consistent the last 3 weeks or so. You can always go out, and I can always tell folks, you know, when they ask what they're going to catch, I go, you know, there's a great chance you're going to get a couple Dorado, at least. Limits are not unusual. Sometimes it's a pick. You get 1 fish here, 2 fish there, another fish here and there, and at the end of the day, you've got a nice box of fish. Other times it's been very, very slow, and you suddenly find at the end of the day where you're thinking, wow, this day's a bust, you suddenly hit that spot and boom, it's pandemonium for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, and then you fill the box that way with a whole bunch of Dorado that hit at the same time. Or, as happened sometimes this week, there was a great bite of fish before 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then after that there was nothing really happening except bonito and needlefish, which we don't like. But you know, again, at the end of the day, you look in the box, you go, wow, we had a pretty good day, and we filled the ice chest with fish. So the Dorado, again, have been our most consistent biters. On top of that, though, even though we had a full moon, I have to say this past week was maybe the best wahoo bite we've had all year. I had one boat take down 4 wahoo in a single day. Another boat get 2. We've had some other single biters. A number of fish lost, either biting through the lures or just coming off, because these are very difficult fish. They are the well, I gotta say, the fastest fish in the ocean. If you can imagine a fish swimming 70 miles an hour and tying on to a car moving down the highway at about 70 miles an hour, you can imagine how hard it is to hang on to these fish. And they've got a very difficult, hard jaw, and they also have some really sharp teeth. So very difficult to catch, but incredible. If you catch one of these, folks come down for their whole fishing career trying to catch just one. But this past week, some of the folks hooked 1, 2, 3, 4 of the wahoo and lost others. On top of the wahoo, also had a pretty good billfish bite. A couple of the boats hooked on to some nice striped marlin, some sailfish. Most of the fish were either lost or released. We also had a couple blue marlin on as well, so been really good week for the billfish as well. On top of that, some pargo, some cabria. You can tell the waters are getting a little colder because we're also catching some of the cooler water species like Sierra, amberjack. I had a yellowtail on, so it didn't get in, but we saw the boat, the anglers did see the yellowtail. We're also getting some pompano, some trevally, and those are all colder water fish. So things are changing, like I said. I think we're just about at the end of the season. That doesn't mean we're going to stop fishing, but overall, I think if the winds become more consistent, we're probably going to see a complete complexion change of the fishing. It's going to go towards more cooler water fish. Anyway, a quick wrap up for you there. I've got to go put out the divers and snorkelers right now and get some folks to the airport. We put all of our fishermen out very, very early this morning. It's still very early. It's still on the chilly side, but thanks for checking in. Really appreciate it. Thanks for spending time with us. I'm Jonathan for the Mexican Minute. Take care of each other. God bless. We'll catch you real soon next time.